Hi folks, this is Jay. Hope you're okay today. It's good to see you. I just want to share with you today about a massive myth that atheists propagate. And basically, a lot of atheists will say we're not Christians because of the intellectual, the lack of intellectual evidence, and because of that, that's why we're not Christian. There's no evidence, so therefore we're not going to believe in God, because there's no evidence for God, and that's right why we don't believe. But this is just a complete myth concerning atheists, because Aristotle wrote a book about rhetoric and about how people and why people believe what they believed, and he noticed that there are three main lines that help people to believe something. Number one, reason and evidence. Number two, feelings. And number three, society. And those three things, Aristotle was saying, all combine to help someone to believe something. So for an example, a lot of atheists don't believe in Christianity because of from a social perspective, because studies have been done with atheists, and it's found that most atheists have become atheists because they were in a church and the youth worker, rather than actually teach the Bible and actually answer questions, was more interested about entertainment rather than actually teaching. And studies have been shown that a lot of people left Christianity and became atheists because of this superficiality of some youth workers. So that's an example of how society, a social group, has influenced another group to believe in something. Alright? So, you know, sometimes feelings play a role. You know, someone might have hurt us. As an atheist, you might have been hurt by someone and you feel hurt, and that influences the way you look at the evidence, and colours the way you look at evidence, etc. So these three things, reason, feeling and society, all three of those play a central role in what you believe. So it's not, it's not just about evidence. It's much more complex, and I think it's important as an atheist to be intellectually honest about that. And I think many atheists are not intellectually honest. And so the question is, are you intellectually honest as atheists? Are you willing to admit that the reason why you're an atheist is not purely based on the intellect, but there are other factors involved, such as the social networks that you've been involved in, such as your feelings towards certain Christians or certain groups, as well as the rational. You'll find that Christians are actually quite honest about this. You'll get Christians say, well, I was reading a book, so that's like the intellect. I met some Christians in church and they seem to be godly. That's the society bit. And I felt that there was one particular person who really showed the love of God, and I could feel the presence of God. That's the feelings. A lot of Christians will tell the stories, and it will have those three aspects in. So most Christians are open about this. So the question is, why aren't you as an atheist? Please let me know what you think. Take care.